It's not like almost certain Godzilla. Tom's films, coming soon.
You know? I was like, anybody can do that.
He's ready. He's ready to wrestle.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, do you want me to refer to these as figurines? Hello, I am Priscilla, the co-host of the Joe Flynn Show, and tonight I have with me Tom Ovenshire, who is going to explain to us what is found on his website. He's got these statuettes, resin kits, you refer to them?
That's right. I'm the owner of Monsterous Creations. I'm Tom Ovenshire, and these are my resin kits that I have on my website. And they're just things I do when I'm not in the film industry. I just kind of do this on the side, and hopefully everybody can enjoy these pieces and take them home with them and paint them up and do what they like. And it's a lot of fun. It's just opened my website on this, and a bunch of 7 pieces I have going, and that's about it. I'm the sculptor, but I did not design a lot of this. I had other people design, except for my werewolf and my interpretation of Godzilla. Those are my designs, but as for the clowns, they're from the Kyoto brothers, and that's where that stands.
Now, how long have you been doing work like this?
I've been doing work in the industry for 15 years, sculpting and mold making, and different aspects of special makeup effects in different studios. So
these are really, really cool. I love the characters in Killer Clowns, and these are not exactly the same characters, but they're drawings, you said?
Right, extra designs that that might be used for the next movie, or just extra concepts to present to MGM to get excited to maybe do another movie or TV show.
And from walking by your booth, they really caught my eye because I'm very fond of that movie. The movie is a bit comedic, but the look of the clowns is just timeless. The way that they look is so creepy, and the work and how they look is so detailed. And these are hand-painted, they're very detailed, and they just look really creepy. And it's something that you want in your collection. So, how long does it take for you to go ahead and create one of these?
Well, Charlie would usually have a lot of designs already set for me, and then I would just pick them, and starting from the sculpture all the way to the finished stage would probably be about 2 to 3 weeks for each one. And some are longer than others, as the big clown here might take like an extra couple of weeks longer for that one. It just depends on the detail and everything, and the paint job just enhances that over on that, the proper paint job.
And you're referring to this tall one with the spine attached over
clown.
here.
And he's from the first movie.
And he is from the first Killer Clowns. Yeah, all of these, I love the skin because it has like the fine lines and the wrinkles, and it really has those creepy clown expressions. So yeah, that's the way I like to see my clowns.
There you go.
And this Godzilla, your version of Godzilla.
My Tomzilla.
We were talking about, and Tony the cameraman was mentioning that he's fond of this Godzilla, and he's kind of positioned like ready.
He's ready for action.
Yes, yes.
And that's just my interpretation of it, since I'm a big fan. And that will come along on maybe some other things too. My interpretation of a werewolf on all the werewolf movies, and then there's just my vision of how I think that one should look, or this should look, or if somebody really has a specific design, like the clowns, then I just follow it as closely as I can. And hopefully it came out the way the artist interpreted it for 3D.
And which piece of your work's been the hardest and taken the longest to do, and the most struggling to do?
I would say the clowns, because they weren't, I didn't create them, they were someone else's designs. So I start a basic structure on them and then bring it back to the brothers, and then they would just say, okay, it needs a little of this, a little of that, and then I would take another few days and bring it back and forth type of thing until he says it's perfect, molded. Let's get that going in production or whatever. And that's always the longest, when it's someone else's interpretation instead of yours. So.
Well, thank you very much. I'm glad to meet you today. Thank you for the interview. I really appreciate the attention to detail, because I mean, seeing it in real life's a whole different story. The teeth on the Godzilla, the eye, and just all the clowns. It's great. And the werewolf too. Did you get a shot of the werewolf? Nice, very nice. Thank you very much. And then once again, this is the website. And that was my interview with Tom Ovenshire.